Teacher facing multiple sex charges with underage girls. This is the YIP verified YouTube channel. It is important for you to like and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe. Now, just imagine you send your 14-year-old daughter to school every day, and for some reason you find out say our farm teacher, the teacher we see every day, our farm teacher a joke her. Our farm teacher they with her, them a girlfriend and boyfriend. Him have sex with her at your father's house, which is for your grandfather. Him have sex with her in one coaster bus. He may even have sex with her in a classroom and in a office. Whole heap of time. This man a 44-year-old. Sound disgusting though. Very disgusting. But I just the reality. I something where happen. Now I'm wanting to bear with me. I'm gonna read the article. It's interesting. And it's something I want to know about what go on in our schools. Or rather in a few our schools them. Listen up. Now remember, people, viewers, it is important for you to like the video and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe, and if you have something to say, leave a comment in the comment section. Ready? Investigators are combing through several videos, photos on male educator's phone to identify more victims. A teacher accused of repeatedly engaging in sex acts with underage female students at 2 high schools where he was employed has been jailed on over a dozen sex-related charges, the Sunday Gleaner has confirmed. In addition, investigations have been launched into other incidents of sexual acts with a minor by the teacher, which could lead to more charges being laid against him. The charges now against Ronald Smith, 44-year-old, are based on 7 alleged incidents, some of them reportedly captured in several phone videos and pictures, with 2 girls, one of whom was 14 years old at the time and the other a 16-year-old, sources disclosed. The incidents reportedly occurred in 2016 while he taught at a St. Catherine-based school, and this year after he was employed at a St. Andrew school. Police investigators are now using phone images to search for other girls they suspect Smith engaged in sex acts with. We know there are other minors, it's just to find them. One law enforcement source who declined to disclose how many current or former student investigators are trying to locate told the Sunday Gleaner. Smith is the 3rd teacher arrested by the police in the last month for allegedly engaging in sex acts with students. David Jeffrey, 29 years old, a guidance counselor at a high school in St. Andrew, was charged last month with rape and multiple counts of indecent assault involving a 16-year-old female student. The alleged incident took place inside his school office. And the next incident, a 24-year-old business education teacher at a Central institution is facing charges of buggery, grievous sexual assault, and indecent assault involving a male student. We don't have exact numbers, but I don't believe the problem is an epidemic in the profession, a senior educator told the Sunday Gleaner, referring to the incidents of inappropriate contact between teachers and students. The educator, who asked not to be named, also acknowledged that there have been a couple of instances of female teachers also engaging in sexual acts with the male students. Police investigators agreed that the number of reported cases of this nature are low, indicating that students, particularly females, are reluctant to come forward because they believe they are in love. So that no mean say it nah go enough, but most of the little girl them now come forward because boyfriend and girlfriend think are going with teacher them in love. So that's why we now get no more reported case of these incidents. Anyway, let's move on. That was for the female students. Now for the male students, engaging in sexual activity with a female teacher is something to brag about, one investigator's reason. That are true. Anyway, the issue of inappropriate contact between teacher and student and the various legislation that address it are the subject of numerous training sessions conducted by the Jamaica Teachers Association JTA for persons entering the profession, the senior educator disclosed. We tried desperately to warn our members, especially the young men, that they are to be careful. We do that to sort of ensure that everyone remains on the straight and narrow, he said. In spite of the nature of the accusation being made, Ronald Smith, president of the JTA, said the organization is bound by its article of association to provide legal representation for teachers who run afoul of the law. Any kind of involvement like that is one that we do not support as an association. Article 15 says every member of the association is obligated to be represented by the association. But not because we represent our members means that we support the action, Smith said during an interview on Friday. Now, people, viewers, listen to this part carefully, and you need to understand that rules are rules. You understand? Them sign up for this. Now, according to sources, the then 14-year-old in Ronald Smith case was tracked down through phone images in possession of the police after he was recently arrested. So him recently get locked up and them search him phone and so comes them find out about him minor business. You get what I say? So if I never for that, them never got to him phone, them still wouldn't know. I don't know how much years after this him would have still arraigned for. Now, the then 14-year-old, she has already given a statement to detectives detailing the four times she and Ronald Smith allegedly had sex after they developed a friendship in September 2016 while he was her form and English teacher at the St. Catherine Base High School. Her encounters with Ronald Smith allegedly took place on a coaster bus in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, inside a school classroom, at her grandfather's home, also in Spanish Town, and a house in the parish, the statement outlined. On each occasion, he requested that she perform a sex act on him, which were captured in phone, videos, and pictures, it is alleged. The complainant, who is now an adult, had reported the incident to the police in St. and sometime in 2019, but there is no indication why the case was not pursued, a senior law enforcement source disclosed. Arising from that case, Ronald Smith is now facing 4 counts each of grievous sexual assault, having sexual intercourse with a person below 16 years old, and abduction of a child. Ironically, law enforcement insiders say it was Ronald Smith who accompanied the then 14-year-old to the police sex crime unit after she confided in him that she was being sexually abused by her father. So the same man, the same teacher, who did a joke, while him a joke, him did a support her with a case with her father, where she say her father abused her, you understand? And during that time there, it is alleged that she report the teacher too. While him a help her, she report him too. So I'm going to read over the part there again. Ironically, law enforcement insiders say it was Ronald Smith who accompanied the then 14-year-old to the police sex crime unit after she confided in him that she was being sexually abused by her father during the same period that the teacher was abusing her. So while the teacher did abuse her and have sex with her, her father did abuse her too. You understand? Let's continue. The claims were sustained in 2019 when her father was convicted for rape, grievous sexual assault, and sexual touching. Ronald Smith was one of the witnesses who gave evidence during the trial, multiple law enforcement sources confirmed. The girl's father was given a an 18-year prison sentence. The teacher's alleged conduct came to light earlier this month after the 16-year-old student at the St. Andrew Bay School alerted cops. So it seems like them fall out and she tell the police, say, no, say him did have sex with me. And them lock him up and check him out and more things bust out. Accompanied by her mother, the 16-year-old. Accompanied by her mother, she went to the police and claimed in a report that she and Ronald Smith engaged in various sex acts at least 3 times between April and this month inside his school office. He was arrested last week attempting to elude cops who surprised him at the school and charged him with 2 counts of grievous sexual assault and indecent assault, sources reveal. Ronald Smith made his first court appearance on Thursday when a judge ordered that he should remain in jail. It is unclear if he has been suspended, as the acting principal of the St. Andrew Bay School did not return several phone calls from the Sunday Gleaner up to late yesterday. Now, except for early childhood institutions, school administrators are not mandated to conduct background checks or request police record for teachers they hire, the senior educator told the Sunday Gleaner. The practice is that you are certified as a teacher and you come with your qualification. Schools do not routinely ask for police records, he said. Lawmakers have moved to close that gap through the proposed Jamaica Teaching Council legislation, which has faced strong opposition from the JTA. So the lawmaker them a try put it in place where every teacher, every new teacher will come in, and if you are left from one school go to another school, you have to come in with a police record. So for example, if a teacher do something at one school and him get fired and him go try go on next school, him have to come with him police record. So it go show up on him police record. You understand? Them want to put it in place. But the same people them we control the teacher, them no want that. Them no want that come in place. That is corruption. But that's different. Let's move on. The bill would require prospective teachers to consent to criminal background checks. It is currently being debated by lawmakers. The JTA president said background checks for teachers is something the organization would support, but with some limitation. Yes, I agree with that. Winston Smith acknowledged that an employer should have the right to know whether the person they are hiring is fit and proper and in good standing, but believes social media should be off limits. I would oppose you going on a personal Facebook or social media page and look at things pertaining to persons operating in their normal and natural space as a citizen of Jamaica, he reasoned. But if it means that you are checking to find out if someone is a part of the National Sex Offenders Registry, or if it is somebody who has a criminal record or who has a tendency to be abusive to children, then that's different. Oh, so I understand why them oppose it. You understand? Them not agree with everything in it. You understand? Them only agree with the appropriate things them, but not the inappropriate things them. But differently, as what the article states, say, yo, the teacher and the 16-year-old was in, what them did do various sexual activity. You understand? Various, you understand? So more than one type of activity. So body in a pum pum are the first that come to mind, and then some other things, either wood in a mouth, front in a mouth, or wood in a back. Yeah, sound disgusting. Yeah, I know, but it's what's possible. You understand what I say? Sorry, me have to put it out that way there. Now imagine you say your picnic at school, your girl child or your boy child, whatever, and the opposite sex teacher and them in a things, and them are left from school and go do this, all in a school, them are do this and do that. Now that happened from 2016 and 6 years after you find out that did go on. And as well the police them suggested, yo, more of this probably are go on, but the females them now report it. And the youth them also now report it because them feel high when them have sex with a female teacher. You understand? Them brag upon them friend and them thing there. But them female teacher they supposed to feel disgraceful. But anyway, people, viewers, let me know what you think about this. You understand that incident, that situation. The comment section is there. And always remember, it is important for you to like the video and subscribe. If you don't like the video yet, or your reach is far, like the video now. If you not subscribe, or your reach is far, subscribe now. It is important. You understand? Like and subscribe. Big up on yourself.